Hey everybody, it's Neil, and check out what I have here. I have two big dogs. Oh, they love me. I love them too. Okay, but I have here a dog training collar, so it's a beat, vibration, and shock one. I don't really feel like I'll probably need to shock these doggies because I think that's mean. But beeping and vibrating is probably okay. So I'll show you guys what it is here. So it's this kind of well, here's the instructions. They're big and long, but I've used one of these before, so I kind of understand the concept pretty good. And I'll just show you guys what we got here. So we have two dogs and we have two collars. How nice is that? And I don't know what this is. Let's see. Oh, these are the little nubs. Okay, so I'll kind of explain it and just show you guys what I'm talking about. So you can see on here we have these little metal probes on there. And so those are going to be able to shock the dog. And then and this is a tester for it. So when you're in shock mode, you can kind of put it on these things here and it'll make a connection and it'll light up. So that's how you can test it to make sure it's shocking. Seeing as I don't feel like shocking the dogs, you have these little rubber nubs that can go over those shock ones there. And depending on the size of the dog, you get different size nubs and screw things. So you can get these little tiny ones here for if you have like a teeny little doggy, or the bigger ones. I think the ones that are on it are the big ones for the big doggies. And then so I would just cover it up with these rubber ones here to avoid shocking them. So this will kind of still stick into their neck a little bit and it'll vibrate, so they know that they're getting taught not to do something. So I'll just kind of show you guys how that kind of all works here. So we have our remote here. And let's see if there's the on button is right there. So you can see we have it on, and right now it says, I think it's on shock mode. I can push, oh, it says lock. Where's the lock? Do we have to hold it maybe? I might have to read some of these instructions to figure out how it all works. But we have, we have a button over on both sides. So the power button was there, and this is going to be the increase the volume or a shock or whatever it is. And then over on this side here, let's just look at these instructions. It's got this, says it on the buttons here, but I can't see anything for some reason right now. I am fairly blind. So I will look and see what they are. Okay, so the button number 9 is the channel button. So this is going to change the channel button. So I guess if you're 1 or 2, so actually it looks like it'll support 3 different doggies, even though there's only 2 shock collars here, so you can have 1, 2, or 3. The number 11 button is the lock button. So that's the one that was locking for the remote, so we can turn on or off. Oh, there we go. So now we're on the shock mode, or we can turn off the shock mode. So it looks like that's good that it gives you the ability to lock it, so you can lock the shock mode out, which is kind of cool. So, and then we have the vibrate mode, and we have the beep mode there, which I guess the number's down on that. So that's kind of cool. So we have that. And what else do we have here? We have, I guess those are pretty much most of the buttons, but I'll show you guys kind of how it works here a little bit. I pushed the shock button, see? That's why you'd want to lock it, because so when you're holding the remote, you don't shock the doggy by mistake. But back on the bottom here, we have our charger for it, so we can charge from the USB-C. So it looks like we can charge them both at the same time from one single USB. We would just plug it in there. We have a little strap, so we can put that through here, and I guess that'll keep us from pushing the wrong button by mistake too. Boy, I keep pushing it so many times. If that doggy was connected, it would be getting shocked, but it's not even on right now, so it's okay. And then we have the ability to charge the dog collars from here, and then the power button is there too. So you can see I just turned it on, and so it beeped. Here, I'll show you. See there, it beeps. So 1 beep, and then 1 beep for on, 2 beeps for off. And we will see, I just push the button here, and it vibrates. You guys can't feel the vibration. I can, but I push the button for the sound, and you can hear that. And then the shock would be that one there, but there's no shock going on since it's that way. I thought I'd be shocking myself because I'm holding it. But you get the idea of how these work. So there's 2 of them here, so 1 for each of these doggies when we want to train them. And just if they do something wrong, you push the button and it does it. So this is kind of a manual one. It's not really a bark collar. This is a training one, so you can do an activity, and it's more of a punishment one. So you would punish them if they do something inappropriate or wrong. So kind of a cool device. Nice. It looks sleek too, kind of good. So I like it, and I like these things, and I like how they work. And you saw it already connected up and worked on this one, so totally good. Thumbs up for me.